Beloved soul, that sudden warmth in your chest, that's heaven pressing its love letter into your spirit. This is Inner Peace Hub, where divine words become your love story. Join our angelic community. Hit subscribe and never miss a divine delivery. Comment sealed by God. Claim your spiritual mail with faith. For those moved to support this holy work, your super thanks helps more souls receive their heavenly messages and receive what the angels have been guarding just for you. The angels are speaking. They say this clearly. Their voices carry the weight of heaven. Your soulmate is writing to you even now. Not with empty words, not with casual feelings, not with a shallow heart. They are writing with a spirit full of love, a love that only God Himself could plant, a love that has grown through seasons of waiting, seasons of tears, prayers whispered in the dark. This is not just any letter. It is a love letter sealed by God. Every word is soaked in prayer, every sentence drenched in sincerity, every line a testimony of what heaven shaped in their heart. They have held these feelings inside for too long. The weight of unspoken love pressed on their chest. Night after night they cried over what they carried. They prayed over it, asking God when and how to release it. The angels say God answered. He told them, "Write. Do not fear. Pour out what I have placed in you." Now the answer flows. Through pen, through fingers on the keys, through every corner of their soul. They are not writing to impress you, not to win your approval. They write to reveal their heart, to show you the transformation God has done in them. This letter holds pieces of their soul. Pieces never shared before, pieces of their healing journey, pieces of surrender to God's plan, pieces of midnight prayers. They will tell you things they've never told another. Confess how much they missed you, even when they tried to deny it. Share how God brought you back to them, through dreams, through whispers, through signs. They will admit this love scared them at first. It felt too big, too divine, too holy to be real. But now it's the only thing that feels right, the only thing that feels true, the only thing that feels like home. The angels say, this letter is already sealed in the spirit. Heaven placed its mark upon it. No hand can stop it. No force can delay what God ordained. You may not know when it comes. You may not know how, but when it does, it will strike your soul like a holy wave. It will shake you with peace, flood you with joy, wash away every doubt you ever had. Tears will fall you didn't know were waiting. Not tears of pain, not tears of confusion, but tears of release, tears of healing, tears of joy. Because the moment you read it, you will know this is God. This is the confirmation you prayed for. This is the love you waited for. The angels say this letter will heal parts of you that have been quietly aching. It will close chapters needing closure. It will open doors to new beginnings you've been praying for. This letter will not just say, I love you. It will say, I am ready. It will say, God told me this is you. It will say, forever starts here. It is on its way to you, and nothing can stop it. The angels are smiling. They see the joy about to fill your life. They see the moment you hold that letter. Read every word with trembling fingers. Your heart will whisper, this is what I prayed for. This is what I waited for. Prepare your heart, prepare your spirit, prepare your life to receive this divine expression of love. When you read it, you will feel heaven's presence. You will feel God's fingerprints on every sentence. You will feel the truth of a love written long before time began. Declare with faith, I am ready to receive this letter. I believe it is coming to me. I trust that heaven has already sealed this love for my life. Type I receive my divine letter to claim this word. Click like to stand in agreement with the angel. Subscribe to Angel Messages so you hear more words like this. If this message touched your heart, click super thanks to activate your faith. The angels rejoice. They know this letter is only the beginning. Beginning of answered prayers. Beginning of healing. Beginning of a love that will glorify God forever. Very soon, you will not just read a letter, you will live the love it speaks of. You will walk into the promise it declares. You will hold the one God wrote into your destiny. Because they are ready now, because you are ready now, because heaven has sealed this love forever. The angels are not done speaking. Heaven overflows with what is about to be revealed. No, this is not just a letter, it is a divine announcement. The unfolding of a chapter heaven already wrote. Your soulmate pours their heart out as they write. Every stroke of the pen, every press of the key is a prayer wrapped in love. They are not just telling how they feel, they are declaring what God placed in their spirit. This letter will carry more than words. It will carry their journey. Tears they cried when hope faded. Prayers prayed when strength failed. Gratitude for faith restored. You will feel all of it. Every emotion, every prayer, every moment that led to this point. The angels say, this love was always meant to find its way back to you, even when it seemed distant, even when silence filled the spaces, even when life pulled you apart. God's hand kept guiding it back. Now the words rush in. Now love declares openly. This letter becomes the doorway to the next chapter. A chapter where love is no longer hidden. A chapter where promises fulfill. A chapter where destiny unfolds before your eyes. The angels say, prepare not only to read it, but to respond with faith. Open your heart fully to what God is sending. Embrace this love without fear, because heaven confirmed it is safe. You might receive it unexpectedly, through a handwritten note, a trembling voice message. However it comes, you will know it is from God. Declare boldly, I am ready to receive this love letter from heaven. I believe it will come at God's perfect time. I welcome the love and the promise it carries. Type my letter is sealed by God to align your heart with this word. Click like to agree with the angels. If this word confirmed what your spirit already knew, click super thanks as your act of faith. The angels smile because they see how close this moment is. They see you holding the letter close to your heart, crying tears of joy, whispering, Lord, you have been faithful. You have fulfilled every promise. Very soon you will not only hold a letter, you will meet the one whose love wrote it. You will embrace them. Heaven will smile as your story unfolds. Because they are ready now. Because you are ready now. Because heaven has sealed this love forever. The angels keep speaking. Their voices echo across the heavens with joy. They know the moment is closer than your heart even realizes. Hold on to this word. Believe it with every breath. Because the letter that is coming is not ordinary. It is sacred. Your soulmate continues writing. Even now, pouring out depth and devotion. Every sentence guided by spirit. Every word an answer to a prayer you spoke when no one listened. They are not impressing you with flowery words. They expose their vulnerability. Let you see the depths of love held in silence for so long. The angels say, as they write, heaven moves. God's presence rests on them. Holy Spirit whispers what to say. This is why their words touch you deeply. They aren't just their words. They are heaven's words flowing through them to you. They will tell you about battles you didn't see, about fears God delivered them from, how doubts were broken by His love, how you became the answer they didn't know how to ask for. The angels reveal this letter will carry healing, healing for your heart, healing for theirs, healing for unfinished stories. As you read it, you will feel chains break, burdens lift, weight of waiting turn into joy of fulfillment. This is not just love, it is covenant, heaven's agreement written through human hands. No power of darkness can stop it, no delay can cancel it, no voice of doubt can silence it. Claim this word, declare, I am worthy, I am ready, I believe in this love. The angels are guarding this letter even now, ensuring it reaches you at perfect timing, not too early, not too late, but right on time. When it arrives, you will know it is divine. Your heart will recognize God's presence in it. Your spirit will leap with joy. Your tears will flow, not from sadness, but from overwhelming realization that God keeps His word. You will read lines that feel like prophecy, words echoing prayers you spoke when no one was listening. See how God used both your journeys to prepare you for this union. The angels say, this is not just a message of love. It is a message of commitment. Their heart says, I choose you. I choose us. I choose God's plan. You have waited long enough, beloved. You have endured seasons of silence, but silence was never absence. It was preparation. God shaped both. Of you, He aligned every detail. Now the silence breaks. The words come rushing. Love declares openly. This letter becomes the gateway, a season where love is no longer hidden, where destiny unfolds. The angels say, prepare to live the love this letter speaks of, to walk into the promise it declares, to hold the one God wrote into your destiny, because they are ready now, because you are ready now, because heaven sealed this love forever. The angels still speak. Their joy echoes across eternity. They see the beauty about to unfold, when secret becomes revealed, when every prayer finally makes sense. Your soulmate is not writing casually. Each word is soaked with intention. Each sentence carries the weight of every season endured without you. Every line is their soul reaching for yours. The angels say, this letter is a bridge between two hearts. It connects silent prayers you both whispered. It asserts, the waiting is over. The promise is here. They've written to you in unseen moments, late at night, in early morning hours. Each time their heart whispered, Lord, let these words reach them at the perfect time. Their hands tremble with knowledge that this is holy, not just communication. Prophecy on paper, love released into the physical realm. They cry as they write because God's presence is near. Angels surround them, guiding their words, breathing life into every sentence. They tell you about nights spent longing, moments they tried to walk away only to find God pulling them back, confessions they made to heaven when doubt overwhelmed them. The angels say, as you read this letter, you will feel heaven's touch. You will sense the Spirit confirming, this is me, this is my plan, this is my love load through them to you. They rejoice because this letter is the beginning of a new season, a season where love is no longer hidden, where destiny is no longer delayed, where God's promises manifest before your eyes. Your soulmate is no longer afraid. They are no longer running. They surrendered to God's call. They surrendered to truth. You are part of His purpose. This letter is their declaration, their surrender. A yes to you and to God's plan for both of you. The angels say, this love is pure, untainted by selfishness, not driven by fear, anchored in God's love, sealed by His promise, covered by His grace. When this letter reaches you, you will know you were never forgotten. You will know you were always loved. You will see God was working even in the silence. Prepare your heart. Prepare to receive words that will change everything. Prepare your spirit to feel heaven's embrace through their confession. Prepare your life, because after this letter, nothing will be the same. Declare with faith, I am ready to receive this love God has prepared for me. I believe this letter is on its way. I trust that heaven's timing is perfect. Type, my letter is sealed by God to align your heart with this word. Click like to agree with the angels. And if this word confirmed what your spirit already knew, click super thanks as your act of faith. The angels smile. They see how close this moment is. They see you holding the letter to your chest, crying tears of joy, whispering, Lord, you have been faithful. You fulfilled every promise. Soon you will not just hold a letter. You will embrace the one whose love wrote it. You will step into the promise heaven sealed long ago, because they are ready now. Because you are ready now. Because heaven has sealed this love forever. The angels continue to speak, their voices filled with victory. They know how beautifully your story is about to unfold. You are loved beyond what you can see. This letter is coming. Claim it now in faith. Type 1, receive my divine letter, and stand with the angels as they declare, your soulmate's letter is on its way. Press like, subscribe, super thanks if this message stirred your soul. This is Inner Peace Hub, where divine words become your love story. Heaven is waiting to deliver. Your letter is on its way. I am ready now. Asterisk, they write with fire in their heart and peace in their hands. They are not guessing. They are not unsure. They know that this is not puppy love. This is not passing desire. This is soul deep, heaven planted, time tested love. They've walked through heartbreak. They've carried silence like a stone. They've asked God again and again, is this real? Am I just holding on to a fantasy? And God kept showing them signs, too specific to ignore, too timely to doubt. Heaven kept speaking through every delay, every detour, every dream they couldn't shake, and every time they ran straight back into grace. That's how they know. They know because God never let them forget. They know because peace followed your name, even in their fear, even in their questions. This letter is not written to rewrite the past. It's written to declare the future. Your future together. They are done hiding, done waiting for the perfect moment. They've realized the perfect moment is the one God chooses. And that moment is now. So they write. Even if their hands tremble, even if their voice shakes, even if they cry after every paragraph, they write because love is stronger than fear. Faith is louder than doubt. And God has already confirmed their yes. You'll feel it when you read it. Every line will carry heaven's echo. Every sentence will stir your spirit. You won't need to question it. You'll know, because the way it speaks to you, only God could orchestrate that. Only heaven could tailor a letter so specifically. To your heart, they'll tell you about moments you didn't see, about nights they cried themselves to sleep, about how God became their anchor when hope slipped away. They'll tell you how they grew, how they surrendered, how they stopped chasing the world and started seeking the kingdom, and how every time they got closer to God, they felt closer to you. This is not manipulation, not fantasy, not idealization. This is revelation. This is spirit meeting spirit. This is the testimony of love refined by fire. The angels say this letter is living proof that God still writes love stories, that heaven still ordains connections, that no distance is too far, no silence too deep, no past too messy for God to bring two hearts back into alignment. They will tell you they are not perfect. They've made mistakes. They've had pride. They've walked away. But God humbled them, taught them, healed them, and now they come not as someone trying to fix you, but someone who let God fix them. You'll see it in their honesty. You'll feel it in their confession. They'll share their fears without hiding, their faults without shame, their hope without hesitation, because this time they are not speaking from a wounded place. They're speaking from a whole one. The letter you're about to receive will not chase you. It will invite you. It will not pressure you. It will honor you because it's written by someone who finally knows how to love God's way. They are no longer obsessed with the timing. They are no longer begging for your response. They've let go of control. They've handed it to God, and in doing so, they've found the strength to write the most vulnerable letter of their life. The angels say, this letter is your turning point. It will meet you right where you are, in your confusion, in your hesitation, in your longing. It won't rush you. It won't overwhelm you. It will simply be there, like a light turned on in a room you forgot was in your heart. They don't expect a perfect reply. They don't need you to perform. All they want is for you to feel what they feel, to know what they know, to receive what they've been carrying for far too long. And if you're not ready to reply, that's okay. This letter is not about pressure. It's about release. It's about honoring truth. And that truth is, you matter to them more than you know. Your name stayed with them longer than anyone else's. Your memory carried more weight than time could erase. They've tried to forget you, tried to fill the space with distractions, tried to silence the pull. But God didn't let them, because this story is not theirs to erase. It belongs to heaven, and heaven never forgets. So now they write. They open the chapter only heaven could write. They speak life into a love they once buried, because God breathed on it again. And you are not just a character in their past. You are a part of the promise in their future. So when this letter finds you, don't just read it. Feel it. Let it sink in. Let it heal you. Let it restore your hope, because it's more than paper and ink. It's spirit and truth. It's surrender and courage. It's the evidence that God really does all things well. Declare now with your whole heart, I receive the love God has prepared for me. I welcome the letter heaven has sealed. I trust the journey. I trust the timing. I trust the author of my story. Click like to say yes with your spirit. Type I receive it to agree with the angels. Click super thanks if your soul needed this word, because the next chapter of your life is no longer waiting to be written. It's already written, and it begins the moment this letter reaches you. They are ready. You are ready. Heaven is ready, and love, real, holy, God-ordained love, is about to arrive. They didn't write this quickly. They didn't write it lightly. This letter has taken time, taken tears, taken deep moments with God. They paused often, not because they didn't know what to say, but because the presence of God overwhelmed them, because their heart needed time to pour out what had been buried for so long. Each paragraph was born in surrender, each word prayed over, each sentence offered to God before it was written to you. They didn't ask, "What do I want to say?" They asked, "God, what do you want them to hear?" And God answered, gently, clearly, powerfully. So when you read this letter, you'll hear more than their voice. You'll hear the echo of heaven in every line. You'll feel God leaning close, whispering, "This is safe, this is true, this is love I prepared for you. It won't be perfect, it won't fix everything in one moment, but it will begin the healing, it will start the restoration, it will open the door. This is not a fairy tale. This is not fantasy. This is faith in motion. God moving through the courage of two hearts who finally said yes, yes to letting go of fear, yes to speaking truth, yes to love that glorifies God. You've waited, you've prayed, you've wondered if they forgot, if maybe you imagined it all, but heaven never forgot. Heaven never stopped writing, and now it's time for you to receive, the angels say. Prepare to recognize yourself in the words, not because they know you perfectly, but because God knows you completely. God has matched their words to your wounds, their story to your scars, their hope to your heart. As they confess, you will feel released. As they share, you will feel understood. As they cry through their writing, you will cry through the reading, and the tears won't feel weak. They'll feel holy, because God will be right there with you. Your room will feel different. Your chest will feel lighter. The air will carry peace. The words will unlock healing. You'll read the part where they say they almost gave up, but God wouldn't let them, and you'll remember your own moments like that. Moments you tried to move on, tried to close the door, but God kept nudging you. This isn't over. Wait a little longer. This letter is the reason for the wait, the answer to the ache, the explanation for every divine delay. They didn't just write what they felt. They wrote what God revealed. They wrote as someone who finally understands what it means to love with eternity in mind, not just feelings, but purpose, not just passion, but calling, not just timing, but God's timing. This love is not based on emotion alone. It's based on alignment, obedience, sanctification. They'll tell you how they changed, not for you, but for God. They didn't become better to impress you. They became surrendered to follow Him. And that's why this letter carries so much weight. Because it's not about convincing, it's about testifying. They're not begging, they're believing, not controlling, just revealing. They'll say, "I loved you in silence. I waited in surrender. I prayed in hope, and I write in truth." There will be no games in this letter, no manipulation, no guilt, only grace, only God. They'll apologize for what they couldn't say before, for how they handled things, for the immaturity, for the walls, and they'll thank you for your patience, for your prayers, for the way your presence shaped their journey, even in absence. You'll see their growth, you'll feel their heart. You'll know they didn't just come back. They came back different, transformed, humbled, spirit-led, whole. The angels say this letter is not closure. It's opening, not the end of something old, but the beginning of something divine. And it will feel sacred. Because it is. The Holy Spirit will witness to your spirit as you read it. You will know without needing proof that this letter was sealed in heaven before it reached your hands. You'll find peace in the pauses, joy in the confessions, hope in the honesty, healing in the surrender. And as you finish reading, your soul will breathe differently. You'll exhale the waiting. You'll inhale the promise. Then you'll whisper, Lord, this is what I prayed for. This is what I waited for. You were writing the whole time. This is your holy moment. Don't rush it. Don't fear it. Just receive it. Type 1. Receive this holy moment. If your heart is ready, click like if your spirit agrees. Click super thanks if your faith says amen. You are not reading this by accident. You are being prepared to receive, because heaven's letter is coming. And very soon, you won't just read it, you'll live it. Because they are ready now. Because you are ready now. Because heaven has sealed this love forever. Asterisk, beloved soul. If your heart was stirred, if something deep inside whispered, this is for me, then receive it with faith. Heaven is moving. The angels are rejoicing. And your story is unfolding beautifully, divinely, on time. Type my letter is sealed by God to claim this word. Click like to stand in agreement. Subscribe for more divine messages. And if this message touched your soul, click super thanks to seal it as your act of faith. This is Inner Peace Hub, where divine words become your love story. Until your letter arrives, until the love God wrote for you is in your hands, keep your heart open, your spirit expectant, and your faith unshakable, because it's coming, because you're ready, because heaven never fails. We'll see you in the next divine delivery. Peace be with you.